The Supreme Court of India today dismissed SBI's application for another 4 months to furnish data about electoral bonds. This came after SBI's own counsel, Harish Salve, said the bank has no problems providing two sets of information about the buyers and redeemers of these bonds. Salve said it was the understanding of the bank that the court had wanted the bank to connect the buyers and the redeemers. The court said it had not asked the bank to do so, but had only asked for lists of both parties.
Now, if you see the directions which we have issued at page 76,
My lord.
we have not told you to do the matching exercise. We have asked you for a plain disclosure. Therefore, the ground on which you seek an extension of time to make the disclosure does not accord with the directions in the judgment at all. The judgment doesn't tell you to do that
No, my lord,
exercise.
I'll tell my lord what we understand. If that is not so, then of course there is no problem.
Meanwhile, the Association for Democratic Reforms had filed another plea noting that each bond contained a unique identification number and therefore it was easy to find out who had purchased which bond and who had encashed it. However, Salve said the unique ID was scrambled when it was recorded and it was not very easy to recover it now. In other words, it would be difficult to connect the buyers and encashers by using this unique ID.
You know, my lord, that number is not to be found in the application for purchase or in the first set of documents. The problem is that number, when number was generated, that number has been scrambled and put elsewhere.
There was also another plea in the court today to punish SBI chairman Dinesh Kumar Khara for disobeying the court and refusing to submit bond details. However, the court said it was not initiating contempt proceedings for now, but it was putting the bank on notice.
While we are not inclined to exercise the contempt jurisdiction at this stage, bearing in mind the application which was submitted for extension of time, we place SBI on notice that this court may be inclined to proceed against it for willful disobedience of the judgment if SBI does not comply with the directions of this court as set out in its judgment dated 15 February 2024.
It also pointed out that SBI's plea did not contain a progress report on what it had achieved so far.
It is dated 15th of February 2024.
Yes, ma'am.
We are now on the 11th of March.
Yes.
In the last 26 days, what extent of matching has been done by you? What steps have you taken in the last 26 days? The application is absolutely silent on that.
We can put a detailed affidavit on that one, because I know
it should have been disclosed in the affidavit.
I agree, madam. I agree.
State Bank of India, which is coming to us, we expect that there should be a degree of candor on the part of the State Bank of India, that this is what the work which we have done. The work is at this stage. We need an extension of time to carry out the balance of the exercise which remains.
Quite frankly, what I saw, they were struggling with it. They were making charts which we saw were not matching.
The court also took SBI to task for having a lower level official file its reply to the Supreme Court.
Assistant General Manager files an affidavit in support of the application to the Supreme Court for modification and order of a constitution bench. It's a very serious matter when you ask for modification of an order.
I accept that one. I accept that.
An
I
assistant
accept that.
general manager files an affidavit and tells us that, look, I'm finding it difficult. The information is maintained in two silos.
No, but he has filed the affidavit because he's the man in the spot. He's the person who has to do this job. He's the level at which the accounts are kept. He said you must have the person who knows what he's talking about.